Marvin, in front, right here. Other side. Right here. Obviously, only a few days removed from another fight here in Europe. I guess what are the emotions coming after that last performance in Paris to now fighting here in the UK?
Yeah, I'm always happy to fight in Europe. This fight, it's personal for me in a sense that like I never had 2 losses in a row, and this is not going to be the case also. So, yeah, man. And by now I can't wait to go out and put on a great performance.
When you say it's personal, it has nothing to do with Roman, does it? Is it just an internal thing that you don't want to drop 2 in a row?
Yeah, exactly. Even though it is a bit personal with Roman too in a sense, because we actually trained together before and stuff, and we had some good friend in common, and he didn't think twice of accepting the fight. And of course, like then if you accept the fight and they come back to me and they tell me like, oh, you accepted the fight, then I'm not gonna shy away from a fight. Definitely not. I wouldn't say that we were like friends, but at the same time, like we've been around each other a couple times, and yeah. But yeah, at the same time, at the end of the day, like we're not here to make friends, and I totally get it, and yeah, I totally get it. So absolutely, let's do it, and I can't wait to do it. To be honest.
So you said you trained with him a few times?
Yeah, because he came at Kings back in the back a while ago, and then Giga Chikadze was he's Georgian. They're Georgians. They became friends, and me and Giga go back a very long time. We're like, I mean, he's been my teammate forever. Like, I can call him my brother. So, yeah. So, yeah, just things like this, and then he just accepted a fight. But, yeah, no, at the end of the day, he's right. We're not here to make friends. And, yeah, he's in my division, and I'll go out and smash him.
How did those training sessions go when you guys were at Kings?
They went well for me, I believe, But I'm the first to say that, like, training ain't a fight. So, but still, yeah, for sure, they went well.
And you're at Extreme right now, correct? Or you did some training?
No. Yeah. So I moved out to Vegas. Now Extreme. I went there. I was going there maybe like two to 3 times a week to train and spar. But mainly I did my things with like Jason Malley, Dewey Cooper, and Emanuele Lochner at the PI.
They have a lot of middleweights at Extreme. Did you get a lot of mitts in with like Sean and Chris and everything?
Yeah. But me and Sean, we always trained. Even when I was like, because he was in California too before, so we always trained together. Yeah. But yeah, Sean, Curtis was there. Who else? Sadi Boozy. Yeah, guys. I might be forgetting somebody, but. Yeah, definitely a lot of middleweights, a lot of good bodies, a lot of like. Oh yeah. I actually train a lot with, especially lately with Utalaba. Yeah, man, definitely a lot of bodies.
So speaking specifically of Roman, how impressed have you been with his run of wins, especially his last fight? He kind of stepped in against Jack short notice and pulled off that submission.
Yeah, he's a sniper. Like if he gets an opportunity, like he'll go after it hard. So that's why you got to be really careful about that for sure. You got to address that because like he gets a position, he's gonna fight for his life to get it, and it's good. I mean, yeah, hats off to him and the way that he finished Hermanson, because I fought Hermanson. I know it's not easy. With that being said, though, like overall as a fighter, I think it's like I'm in a different league. But yeah, impressive, good. Like good. I mean, he's doing good things, but now I think he messed up on accepting that fight against me.
And last one for me. Can I ask your prediction for the main event between Leon and Kamaru?
Yeah, I think Kamaru will do it again. I think he'll get the belt back.
You mentioned about training with Sean. He wants to fight Paulo Costa, and something's happening there. If that fight does happen, how do you see it going?
That'd be a good fight, to be honest. That'd be a good fight. We'll see. Yeah. It's hard to call, but I think, you see, like, I don't know, man. I think it's hard to call. I hope Sean do. I mean, me and Sean, at least, I mean, at the end of the day, we go back a long time. But I don't know, because Sean just doesn't really prepare for people. Like, he just, like, the way, like, he'll train, like he'll train always all year round the same way, and he'll fight the same way. Like he won't really like prepare for guys like. And sometimes at the highest level, you need to prepare for the opponent that you're fighting, you know, specifically. So, but I mean, you know, like if I had to put my money on somebody, I'd definitely put it on Sean, but Costa can do it too, you know.
Outside of this, Darren Till has just left the UFC. I know that was a fight that was around with you for a while and never came to happen. You sad to see him go? What do you think about him leaving the UFC?
I mean, you know, that's his choice. I don't agree. Like for myself, I wouldn't agree on that decision because like you either rise up to the occasion or you really don't. You don't really. I mean, yeah, you can lose and win, but then you gotta like level up to the occasion eventually, and then. But maybe maybe sometimes you gotta take a step back to come back. So. Yeah, I mean that's on him, you know, and I wish him nothing but the best at the end of the day. You know, after we were there in Thailand, we got to hang out a little bit and then train, and yeah, I mean, yeah, he's I mean, I just hope he gets it together.
Was it awkward seeing him for the first time?
Yeah. To be honest, like when I saw him, I never really thought too much of like what we said to each other because. Actually, a lot of things that he said I didn't even saw. Like actually, I saw it after, but then I'm like, oh, we were cool now, so I don't even bother. But I don't. It was never like a real like thing for me, at least. I don't know.
Marvin, just over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you said this fight is personal for you because of the last loss to Robert Whittaker. What were your takeaways from that fight?
There was one main take that was I needed to add kicks into my game for sure because of course I like to box and all that, but then they especially coming off on that second round, it changed the distance a bit, and I struggled on finding him with my jab and stuff, and I'm like, I gotta add some weapons, so went to Thailand straight away and worked on my kicks, and man, I mean. Yeah, that was the main take, and in general, as a fighter, he's a great fighter. I could take some of the things that he did, and like to pick his style a little bit, I would say, and that's it. Yeah, but no, I mean, it was a good. It was good. I mean, he's a great fighter, man, and I wish I want to fight him again in the future. So, and compete against him again eventually. So. Good, yeah, that was it though.
And you're currently ranked number 4 in the division. So what are you hoping for with a win over Roman?
The middleweight division is so open, you know. I'm just gonna establish myself as one of the best, and I'll be around. I'll make sure if an occasion for the title rise again, I'm right there. If not, they'll give me somebody else. It's just gonna show that I'm not going anywhere, and I'll be there, and still right there within the best, and we'll see what they give me. The only guy in the top 5 that I didn't fight is Cannonier. We'll see. Maybe I'll fight him. I don't know. I'm laser focused on Roman right now.
And of course, Alex Pereira holds the title now. What did you think of his win over Israel Adesanya?
Was good. It was good. I called it. I think, he got Adesanya's number. I think he'll do it again. And with that being said, Pereira will be a great fight for me. And I hope I can get that shot eventually. So, yeah.
How do you see that rematch going down in Miami?
Oh, yeah, he'll do it again. If he did it without the belt will boost confidence, and I think he'll do it even easier, to be honest.
Thank you.
Marvin, you made some huge adjustments in your professional life. How is it for you to have an Italian cornering you again after all this time?
Oh yeah, me and Emanuele go back a really, really, really long way. Like we grew up together. It's obviously like it's like having a brother in your corner, you know, and that's been there through everything basically. So awesome, man, awesome, and. Jason has also been the first guy that I trained with when I went to America, when I got to US. So yeah, it's like a old family reunion in a sense, but you know, with high level coaching behind. So yeah, no, it feels good. Feels amazing.
Did you feel the necessity to go back to return to your roots after your fight with Whittaker in Paris?
I just felt like I needed to improve in some areas, and that's what I did. You know, I got out of my comfort zone again. I mean, that's something I always seeked and wanted to. And you know, whenever you feel too comfortable in some areas like that shows that like you're not improving as much as you need to. And yeah, so that's what I did. You know, but yeah, so I just took another step in my career that I think was the right move, and that's it. Yeah.
In your latest fight, the Italian crowd was amazing. The atmosphere was on fire during the night. Can we expect the same atmosphere on Saturday?
Yeah, I believe so. Like half of London, it's Italians now. So like, yeah, I hope there will be an amazing crowd, a lot of like green, white, and red flags, and yeah, man, I really hope so.
Grazie Marvin, bocca al lupo.
Prego, niente.
Marvin, over here. You just mentioned the crowd somewhat, the Italians. Did you watch either of the two London events last year, and what did you make of the British fans?
I don't know. I might have watched the fights, but I didn't see the crowd. To be honest, didn't pay attention. But yeah, man. I mean, English fans are always amazing. You know, like they're hardcore, and I believe there'd be a great atmosphere.
Marvin, over here, right in front of you, kind of.
All right.
Sorry. You used to live in London a long time ago, right? Was this before fighting?
No. It was for fighting. It was I came here because of fighting. Like I wanted to train, and yeah. It was 2012, 2014. So yeah, I was already training and fighting. Yeah.
So kind of must be exciting to be here then. To fight
Yeah,
here.
yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah. This is like, yeah. That was my first place where I actually turned pro here, and yeah, man. I mean, for sure. It's like I know London very well. Yeah, and even like for training this week, like some of my old teammates came by, Mike Shipman, and yeah, I used to train a London shoot fighter like every day of my life, basically like twice a day. So yeah, for sure. Like feels good to be back in London, and also like I had to make it right because I was here 3 years ago, but then when I was supposed to fight Darren Stewart, but then the day I got here, COVID hit, and then the same day they had to book me a flight to go back, and then he actually ended up fighting in Cage Warriors for the UFC. So I'm like, fuck, you know, like I came back all the way here, then I had to go back, and actually he fought, and I'm like, Jesus, like, and it was the same hotel. I'm like, fuck, you know, like I gotta make it right. I gotta add some good memory to this hotel, to London again, and all that. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Perfect.